damn light is flickering, bro. Stop. Ooh, am I a fire elemental? That was fire as... Anyways, guys, we're sitting up today because a lot went on this week and your girl took notes. This shouldn't take like an hour like the rest of these videos have taken. And this candle's still flickering. I thought I'd have it figured out by now, but I don't. Hello and welcome to Brink of Free, where we parasocially get attached while we talk about our lives and yap. I'm nosy, you're nosy, so let's just get to the chase. Alright, what did I do this week? This week was eventful. Let me say, I have my notes here. That's how you know I did a lot this week. Monday was a filming day. That's about it. I filmed next week's video. Yeah, I should have been edited it, but I didn't touch it. You know why? Because I was procrastinating. I didn't feel like it, so I didn't do it. So, a little behind the scenes right there. Tuesday, I got furniture. I got a bookshelf, and I got a mattress and a bed frame. And exciting, I finalized my tattoo appointment. I'm so excited. And I was like one of the last bookings for January too. Yes. So we got a tattoo coming up and it's gonna be after my birthday. Yes, my birthday's coming up. So it's January 14th. So if you didn't say happy birthday to me, you're a hater. Just kidding. Not kidding at all, actually. Wednesday, I wrote I was dead tired after work. The commute is terrible. That day, the train was hella late, and then it wasn't hella late. It was like 10 minutes late. But what really made the commute so terrible, I got this random spurt of nausea from where I don't freaking know. I thought I was genuinely about to throw up. Like I was like, wow, I'm gonna die. This is how I die, huh? I didn't die, nor did I throw up, but I was thinking about it. And then I got off the train and my mom picked me up and she was like, what's wrong? Like, you're so quiet. And I was like, because I feel nauseous and like I'm about to die. That's why. On Thursday, bro, I swear, the woman who sat next to me on the train, she had to have shit herself. She really had, because it smelled so bad. It genuinely smelled so terrible. I was like gagged. I was gagging. Like, it was so bad. Usually if something smells bad on the train, I kind of just ignore it because it's the train. We're on the SEPTA. Of course things are gonna smell bad, but she actually smelled terrible. It was actually disgusting. Oh my god, bro, I swear she shit herself. And she was just sitting there, just sitting in her smell, and I'm like with my jacket, bro. I think I was trying to read. I was trying to read. I was trying to read, and like the smell and then reading was making me nauseous. So I was just sitting there like, I try not to be like exaggerating because, like, you know, sometimes that makes people feel worse. But no, you need to feel bad about that smell because you fucking stink. Why do you stink? The train actually got there on time, so I was in Philly by like 8, which is insane. Usually I'm in Philly by like 8:30, so I was like, you know what, I feel like going to a cafe and romanticizing my morning. So that's exactly what I did. I'm on a hunt to find a really good cafe so I can like spend my remote days in a cafe and like be a little more productive than sitting at home. The cafe that I went to, weird ass vibes, super weird vibes. It was like filled with people I did not like. Very pretentious people. And then there was this guy. He had his whole leg out and he was sitting at the table, but he was manspreading so much that his leg was stretching across the fucking table and it was in my way. So I'm like, oh, excuse me. And he was like, he rolled his fucking eyes and aggressively moved his leg to the side. And I looked at him and I looked away because bitter. It's giving bitter. The hell? What? And it had low ceilings. I feel like if I took Diego there and he jumped, he would hit his head on the ceiling. That's how low it is. I felt claustrophobic in there. Yeah, I wasn't rocking with it. Of course, I went to work. Like every other Thursday, I went to work. But when I came back, I was working on my senior capstone, which I'm very excited about. Not only because I really like our idea, but also because I'm excited to graduate. I'm starting to realize it only took 4 years, but I actually hate school. I actually cannot stand going to school. I feel like school is like ruining me. Genuinely, I feel like I'm wasting so much time in these stupid college classes, and half of them are just pointless in my opinion. And I could be making money, I could be editing videos, I could be doing literally anything in this hour, and I'm sitting here learning about Photoshop. Please not piss me off. So Friday, I usually record and like film my videos on Fridays and Mondays, but this Friday I didn't film anything, and I felt really guilty about it for a little bit. But then I was like, girl, you got 2 videos in the back burner that needs to be edited. It's okay that you didn't record today. We just brush off our shoulders and not that I'm running into the tripod, but you just brush it off our shoulders and we keep moving. It's like we make mistakes. That's why we grow and we learn from said mistakes. So although I was upset that I didn't get to film that day, it's alright because I still got work done. I realized the reason why I didn't film was because I didn't know what kind of video I was gonna make. Like after the video for next week, I was like, what am I gonna film? So then I was like, I need to plan my content actually. So I actually sat down and I planned the rest of this month and then February. So I have all my videos ready to be recorded and they're already planned out and I already know what I'm going to do, so I don't have to have another Friday where I feel like I should be recording something but I'm not, and that is one of the worst feelings. So yeah, pretty proud of that. But planning my content took an hour because I wasn't just planning what videos I was gonna do, because I actually, fun fact, have a giant list of ideas, because every time I get an idea I just write it down. So it wasn't finding the ideas, it's setting the ideas up and then setting when I'm gonna film and when I'm gonna edit, dedicating filming days and editing days. That's what took forever, because I have to keep in mind I have a 9 to 5, but I also have to give myself at least 4 to 5 days to film a video. And I also wanted my videos to be done in advance. I'm currently a week ahead. I also almost burned the house down. So how it happened was I was on YouTube and I wasn't paying attention, but I was a little hungry. That was my first mistake. And we went to Chick-fil-A on that Thursday, and they gave my brother extra extra grilled chicken. So I was like, oh, let me eat those grilled nuggets now, so we don't have to throw them out and they're not wasted. It's only been a day, they only been in the fridge for a day. Let me heat them up and eat it. Bro, I put it on the wrong plate, put it on a paper plate, and that bitch burned in the microwave. It actually caught flames. I had to turn off the microwave, turn on all the fans, and I'm into the microwave because that joint actually caught on fire. And you know what the funniest part is? The nuggets were cold. How do you catch on fire and you're still fucking cold? Please. Not my brightest moments, but we're alive. And I didn't burn the house down, obviously, as you can tell. Oh, and the last thing I did on Friday, y'all, I finally watched Digital Circus. You would think as literally a 3D animator that I would be on top of the indie shows, but I wasn't. Honestly, it was me being a contrarian because everyone kept telling me to watch it, and y'all know when someone tells me to watch something, it makes me not want to watch it. Shout out to my wife, still haven't watched Arcane, and you too, Jack. Still haven't watched it, probably not going to. So Saturday, I woke up and I was on that grind immediately because I knew I needed to finish editing this video that's coming out tomorrow on Monday, and I haven't touched it. So I had to log in, edit it, work on the thumbnail, and then I was also working on my senior capstone. because I told my group that I was gonna have the presentation done and work on the designs, because I have a few ideas of how I want some of the characters to be like made to look like. So I was really locked in on that, and I was gonna watch Marty Supreme with Diego at like 4. So I already woke up at like 10, so I was kind of cutting it close. I already took a shower in the morning, so it's not like I needed to shower or anything, but I had to lock the hell in, bro. Now let me tell you about Marty Supreme. I didn't think Marty was an asshole. Okay, I think he's very selfish. I actually was resonating with Marty because he was doing his work. He was putting his work in so he can get his goals done, and I appreciate that. I was really vibing with that, especially because before we even watched the movie, I was talking to Diego and I was like, yeah, this year, if it doesn't keep me off the streets or pertain to one of my goals that I have, I'm not doing it. Then Marty was on that same wave, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah. And the craziest part, right? Diego was like, oh, you want to go to the mall? And I was like, yeah, like let's walk around the mall. And I was like, because before we even got into the theater, I was talking about Charlie's Philly steak, bro. I wanted Charlie's so bad, but we didn't have time to go before the movie. So, and then there was someone behind me eating Charlie's, bro. I was like, yo, I need this freaking sandwich, bro. And I was not letting no for an answer. Like, Diego was really trying to not let me. He didn't want me to get the food, but I was gonna get that food. And then we go into the mall and he's like low-key rushing me. Like, we went into 2 stores. He's like, oh, are you ready to go? I'm like, I guess. I didn't really have anything else to do, so sure. You know why this boy was rushing me? Because everybody was in my house. There was a surprise birthday party. What? That actually got me. Yeah, actually got me. But the thing is, right? I was sus that something was going on. And it was very fun. It was like kind of like a game night thing. We played the games, and then we had cake. We ate. Very good. Very epic. I had a lot of fun. Very happy. On Saturday, I got all of my espresso machine stuff. So you know what that means. On Sunday, I was practicing my espresso. I was a little wired. Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out how to make my espresso taste better, because like this is my very first time using it, so it was a little bitter, and like towards the end I was starting to get closer to it. I think it's in the way how I'm prepping the grind. I think I'm not compressing it enough, because it's like decently coarse, and I don't want to make it too coarse. Thank you. I don't want to make it too coarse, but like, cause I tried it super fine, terrible. That was like the worst thing I ever tasted in my entire life. Then I like upped the coarseness and it started tasting better, but there was something off about it. So I think it's the way how I'm prepping the grind itself. I think it's not compact enough, because the puck isn't like completely dry. It's a little wet. So it's gotta be the grind. It's gotta be. And once I figure that out, I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna make the best drinks ever. I love that machine, bro. It's my favorite thing in the world. But yeah, that was my week. Let's go with our roses and thorns. So my rose, obviously, gotta be the surprise birthday party. That was epic. My thorn, I actually don't know. Oh no, it was when that lady shitted on the fucking train. Yeah, that was my thorn, because I was about to throw up. That shit, I really can't put into words how terrible it is. And our lesson of the week definitely is gonna be, is she trapped? No, she's not trapped. She's just playing in there. Be ambitious. Go for your goals. No matter what's in your way, go for your goals, bro. And our weekly rating this week, honestly, 9 out of 10. Fire week. But next week I'm so excited for next week. There's good things on the horizon, so I'm very excited. But that is all for tonight. So good night, my gangsters. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug